Can you tell me overall what was the most stressful part of the process?
Okay, I think the number one stressful part of the process was obviously just trying to have the place clean, especially with having being a house, well, not a house husband, but I do that as well. But with three small kids, like you're constantly like, oh, don't be touching this, don't be touching that. There's a real one coming. But what made it that bit easier was everything happened so smooth, and I suppose that's down to Ray Cook as well. Like we were given, these are the dates your viewings are potentially going to happen, and you just need to have the house looking decent and be out of it. And everything just happened so fast. Like it happened faster than we were expecting it to. Like,
Good, and I'm happy to hear that because I suppose we need to be realistic with these viewings. That there's families, there's adults and children occupying the toys, as whatever it might be. We don't want to land plans on you last minute. We understand everybody has a life around it, so we try to schedule things in that way. Again, from your eyes, what will work? And delighted to hear that it did work without putting you under too much pressure.
I suppose the only other stressful thing about selling a house is like obviously contracts. I mean, you can't be held responsible for that. That's down to solicitors, but that's kind of where the other stress kind of comes in. People signing contracts, people like looking for different bits of information. But again, like it did go a lot smoother than I was expecting it to be honest. And it happened in such a short period of time.
Yeah,
So I
I
was more than
think,
happy.
as I say, Ray Cook, they specified the different days we were going to view, and we just knew that we had to have the house presentable for those days. And like we've heard horror stories where the house has been on market for months and there's 12, 15 viewings. And to us, like that would have been very draining and challenging to keep the house at a certain standard for 12, 15 times. Where we were incredibly lucky that because of how you got the traction, you got the people interested, you built up who was interested. And then when the viewings came, they were ready to view it. And that's why it sold so quickly within a couple of viewings. And also what we liked about the selling process with Ray Cook was because we were also buying as well, we could see what other agents were doing. And with our house, you had to phone Ray Cook's office and register to be interested. Whereas it wasn't a free for all on a Saturday morning, open viewing, and you come in and you walk through the house aimlessly. And we have been that person selling and nobody taking our details. You walk in around the house and you walk out. Whereas this was much more controlled by Ray Cook because you knew who was coming. You had a selection of people come broken down into the different viewings, which meant that when the people who were interested, they were really interested because they had to pick up the phone to your office and engage with you, know exactly what time it is, and then be there. But also having a smaller group of people here, it meant that you guys as agents could manage the people coming in and you could speak to them directly